back to my channel. Welcome back to an easy, and I emphasis on the word easy, high protein vegan meal prep. So this is going to be 3 different meals for 5 different days. And this is not what you're supposed to eat for the entire day. This is just to give you like a starting point, a plan, so that you don't have to be choosing random foods throughout the day. You don't have to go get fast food. You kind of have a blueprint of meals that you're gonna eat in the day, and then you can add whatever else you need to for your breakfast or your dinner or whatever it may be. Today, I specifically chose things that if you have no cooking experience before, these will still be extremely easy and absolutely delicious. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Let's jump into it. All right, so with this first meal, we're gonna make some sandwiches, and literally all the ingredients that we're going to need are right here. So we have 5½ cups of already cooked, already drained, already rinsed garbanzo beans, chickpeas, and then we also have some tahini, which might be a new thing. If you can't find tahini, you could use peanut butter, it'd be just fine. But this is sesame seed peanut butter, basically. Then we have some lemon juice. You could also definitely use a fresh lemon. We have pepper and salt, and then we have a bread of your choosing. I really like Dave's bread. It's like really, really nutritious, got extra protein in there, and it's like made with tons of extra seeds and stuff like that. But that's all we are going to need, and watch how simple this recipe is. All we are going to do is put all of those chickpeas into a blender, and then we're going to add 8 tablespoons of the tahini. 8 tablespoons, but this is gonna be for 5 different meals, so don't trip. Then we are going to add 4 tablespoons of lemon juice in here as well to give it a little bit of a bite. Then we're just gonna sprinkle some salt and pepper just to season it. So you can use more or less of this. If you want something more salty, you can use a lot. We like pepper a lot, so we use a lot of pepper. But yeah, just use however much you wanna use for the seasoning. And also you could do this after so that you can kind of taste a little bit as it goes. And then finally, we're just going to add a cup of water, and this will make it a little less thick. Boom, bam, that is it. Now we're just gonna blend this up. How easy is this recipe? And then it's gonna be done. Let's blend it up. All right, we are already on to meal 2, and this is also very simple. So in this bowl, we have 8 cups of cooked brown rice. In this bowl, we have 8 cups of broccoli, and then we have 2 blocks of the extra firm tofu. You definitely wanna make sure you get the extra firm, not any other type. All the other ones are gonna be way too mushy. And then whatever sauce you want, we're using some of this Organicville tangy barbecue sauce. We found this like just kind of randomly at the store, and I swear this is my favorite barbecue sauce in the world now. It's really, really good. No preservatives, it's very tasty. So first thing is first, we're gonna show you how to cut up this tofu. So we're just gonna drain it, and then we'll show you how to cut it. And those cubes go right into the pan. So you're probably gonna need a really big frying pan or 2 different frying pans cooking at the same time. But basically you're just gonna cook this until it gets a nice little bit of a golden brown, and then we're gonna add the sauce. All right, so this is what you want your tofu to look like. Nice, crispy, golden brown. You might even wanna go a little bit more if you like your food a little bit more crispy. But now we're just gonna add the barbecue sauce. And I would say something like 6 tablespoons is right, but again, this is one of those things that depending on how saucy you like yours, you can use more or less. And basically we're just gonna cook it until it gets nice and caramelized. So it'll be kind of like a nice crispy crust of barbecue on the outside of the tofu. It's gonna be really good. All right, while the broccoli and the tofu are finishing up in the frying pans, we're just going to evenly disperse our 8 cups of cooked brown rice into our containers here. And so if you do your due diligence, this is what your barbecue tofu is gonna look like. Got a little bit of some bark on it. It is so freaking tasty. And in the other frying pan, we have our broccoli, and we used about like a ½ tablespoon of some soy sauce, just give it a little bit of some browning, just give it a little bit of some flavor. And this is done now. So we're just gonna plate these, and this is our meal. Last meal, meal number 3, and we're keeping with the easiness. There's only 3 ingredients? Yeah, there's 3 ingredients. We got mixed vegetables, we got 2 blocks of tempeh, and then we have 5 sweet potatoes, which earlier we put in the oven at 400 degrees for an hour, but you could do an hour and 20 minutes. Depends how long you like to cook them, because I like them when they get way, way more cooked and way more crispy. And if you cut them before you put them in the oven, down the top, like vertically, then they'll just open really easily after you cook them, which is a really nifty cooking tool. Makes it life a lot easier after you cook potatoes. We're gonna pull the fluff out of the inside of the potatoes and then put them in this bowl over here so we can mix it with the other ingredients, and then we're gonna put it back in. So first, just gotta pull all that fluff out, making very carefully sure not to burn yourself. Okay, now that we have the mash in the bowl, we're just going to crumble the tempeh like so, and that makes it kind of like these little, they kind of like shapes of lentils, which make it a lot easier to eat. And then we're going to add half of the mixed vegetable bag, which is about a cup and a half or so. And then we're just going to mix this all up, and it's going to make like a nice protein packed, a little bit of veggies, little mash. And it's actually really, really good. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before, but it's really awesome. Now we've got it mixed up, we're just going to stuff it back into the potatoes like so. There we go. And now we have like a little loaded sweet potato. I love doing these meal prep videos because I feel like it's really useful for people who are, you know, going to work on a day-to-day basis, or if you're a student or whatever it is. That way you can concentrate on what it is that you're trying to do with your life on a day-to-day basis. Instead of worrying about the food, it's all already there. You don't have to, you know, mess up and go get some French fries at a restaurant or something like that. It's all just already done, and you're staying on track. Your diet, it's healthy. If you guys have any suggestions for types of meal preps you'd like to see in the future, whether it's a certain country type of food, or if it's, you know, high protein meals or whatever it is, I would love to hear it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you tried these meals out, I would love to hear what you think in the comments below, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Team Beyond the Week, CT.
Lift heavy or die Myron, motherfucker.
Team Beyond the Week.